knowledge of this, God's way, stems from the forbidden magic research laboratory, which can be found here in Batal. However, you would do well to first travel to the Alta Batal coast and seek a man named Ambrosius. For as a researcher of this laboratory, he will doubtless be able to answer many of your questions.
Pray, follow me.
A customer then. That changes things. Just tell me what you need, and I'll see it done. Come again when you've more coin to spend.
Me? I sell defensive equipment, as you can plainly see. Now, this hardly bears saying, but don't you dare try to take anything without paying for it first.
Many thanks. I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
Oh, I'm suddenly taken with the mood.
Welcome, and well met.
Dear, that's the wrong one.
Ah, apologies. Thank you, my darling. Fie. My vision's growing worse by the day, I fear. Methinks it began when I started reading an old grimoire I found whilst tidying the storeroom. 'Tis entitled, On the Transference of Souls. A curious tome, this. It claims to grant the reader the power to summon things from beyond the rift. I thought I might use it to stock my shelves with otherworldly wares. Perhaps you will think me simple, but truly all I want is a better life for my wife and daughter. Yet 'tis most vexing, for the moment I start reading the tome, 'tis as if a fog descends over my eyes. But mayhap there is hope for me yet, if I can get my hands on a quince. They're said to reduce fatigue of the eyes. Would you be kind enough to procure one for me? I must keep reading that grimoire.
I've heard quinces are native to Batal.
Have you brought me a quince? Many thanks, sir. At last, I may continue reading that grimoire. This could be the turning point in my family's fortune.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Greetings, Sir Arisen. I have a message for you. Sir Manella would speak with you in the palace. Pray seek her out at your earliest convenience.
Hoy, looking to change your vocation, perchance? No need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've naught to lose, and you might even make a new discovery. Pleasure doing business with you. Go on, have a look.
Can't put a price on peace and quiet.
Aye. What brings you to Brocker's smithy? Looking for scale cinder, are we? Well, you're in a look. Our forge is flit. Oh, 'tis at an elf's behest, you say. I'm afraid that changes things a wee bit. Elves and dwarves don't get along, see? Brocker won't want to help you. Unless you were to offer him aught he couldn't resist. Listen, I happen to know there's one bit of elven culture no dwarf can turn their nose up at. All elven fare's bland as grass. All of it. That is, save the singularly flavoursome dish, Nutriab. Course, no dwarf would openly admit to having a taste for it. But the fact of the matter is, the mere smell of that dish has dwarves foaming at the maw. Don't believe me? Bring a bowl of it to Brocker. You'll soon see.
If 'tis a blacksmith you need, I can't help you. I'm retired, see? Oh ho! 'Tis a regalia sword you want restored, is it? That's a first. All right, give us a look then. Now here's a masterwork of craftsmanship if I e'er saw one. Not to blow my own horn, but I wager I'm the only blacksmith who could set this ailing steel to rights. But, as I've said, I've lain down my tools, and before you start begging, know that I don't intend to pick 'em back up. Well, why are you still standing there? Leave an old man in peace.
Beg pardon, sir, but I couldn't help overhearing your conversation with Brocker. You'll have to forgive him. He's been in a foul mood ever since we got cut off from the fuel for our forge. Though, he's always been a bit crotchety, come to think of it.
Enough cheek, you wool-brained wastrel. Now, I'm off to the tavern. Can I count on you to mind things here while I'm gone?
Of course you can. You go enjoy yourself. Psst. Hang about, eh? When he's gone, you and I can talk. 'Twas special made to use glimmer coal, mined from a nearby cavern. Till the monsters settled in, that is. Neither of us can go anywhere near the place now. Listen, Brocker's too proud to ask for help, but I'm not. Would you be willing to go out to the cavern and mine us up some glimmer coal? I'll take as much as you can carry. Should you succeed, I reckon he'll change his mind about restoring that blade of yours. Now, true to its name, glimmer coal emits a pale light. So you'll want to cast your eyes about for any glowing spots when you get to the cavern. Oh, suppose you'll be needing the name of the place. Digger's Ruins 'tis called. I'll count on you to bring lots of the stuff back.
Batal's Empress has clearly earned the love and respect of her subjects.
Methinks it comes of their mutual devotion. Her Majesty offers up a prayer alongside her people every single day.
Here's a far cry from Vermund. I cannot count the number of barbs I've heard uttered about the Queen Regent.
Ah, well met. You'll be glad to hear we've succeeded in capturing another of the coral snakes. Fortunately for us, this one started talking the moment a bargain of acquittal was mentioned. Mayhap through speaking with him, we might discern some means of loosening Hugo's tongue.
Well met. I can see you're accustomed to a heavy coin purse. Say, you wouldn't be looking to buy aught, would you? Victuals, sweetmeats, tonics. I've got it all. None of those strike your fancy? Then what say you to some new liquor? That perked your ears up, eh? Tell you what, I'll even sell it to you for cheap. Assuming I can count on your continued patronage. This stuff isn't easy to come by, and mine's the finest tasting for leagues about. Pleasure doing business with you, cuz. Would you look at that? I'm near out of stock. Suppose I'll have to find myself another runner.
Hoping there'll be no trouble today.
Sprinkle of misfortune and pleasant spice. What should I get up to today?
Wonder if there's any easy work to be had. Let me think on this a moment.
Sprinkle of misfortune and pleasant spice.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Rattlers, master!
Claim I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
How do you like that? Roll your neck. No, that's right.
you weren't...
Ice's sting is yours to wield. Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
Focus your attention.
Of course.
Do not need to regret this.
Who are you? No, never mind, 'tis of little import. I'm searching for blue crystal shards. Find any, and I'll pay you handsomely. The bigger they are, the higher your reward will be.
Very well. I shall await further orders.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
Well, have you found any blue crystal shards? Is that all? Tiny fragments such as these aren't nearly good enough. Still, I expect I'll find a use for them. Here, take your coin and be gone. 'Tis a god's sway. Well, to be precise, the crystalline substance from which 'tis made. By refining such crystals, anyone can attain the power of the Arisen. The power to command pawns, that is. However, small fragments are meaningless. They cannot contend with the Arisen's power, you see. Speaking of which, should you find any large fragments, bring them to me, won't you? Though that might be difficult, we've scoured this area quite thoroughly, I should think. 'Tis possible larger shards may have been mistaken for jewels and carried off by scavengers or collectors or some such. Mayhap one such as the Oracle or the Dragon Forged would be able to aid you in locating them. I can tell you no more than that.
Feels like an age since I had visitors to entertain. Can this Arisen rise against fate? Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. I myself learned the art by deciphering ancient texts.
Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall harness it to your benefit. 'Tis for ye to determine what that bond constitutes, be it a hapless fate or a curious boon. The dragon is the embodiment of destructive force, though this does not mean that it is evil. Understand this. The concepts of good and evil are mortal inventions, and thus cannot be applied to the dragon. It is a being of a higher order, as are ye, now that the dragon has marked ye, setting ye apart from your fellows. The Arisen is a transcendent being, always chosen by the dragon. It marks for itself the individual who must fell it. Thus, when the dragon is made manifest, so too is an Arisen. And should that Arisen fall, another shall rise in their place. The cycle is doomed to continue till the dragon is felled, for that is what the will of this world has ordained. I am the husk of he who was once Arisen. My final battle against the dragon culminated in the loss of the will that should have seen me bring the creature low. Thus, as the Arisen is defined by the strength of their will, from that moment on I was Arisen no longer. Such is the world's will. I dare say it compels me e'en now to impart upon ye all the knowledge I possess. The Godsway? Forgive me, but I've ne'er heard of such a thing. However, some years past, a sorcerer of Batal came to me seeking knowledge of the dragon, just as ye have. Faces, sir, I believed he called himself. It appeared his intent was to alter the will of the world through mortal means. Perhaps there is some connection. Ye need not seek the dragon. It will find ye. Aye, make no mistake. The dragon will appear before ye when the time is come. Still, I suppose I can tell ye about a rumor I heard the other day. Apparently, a dragon was sighted in Harv village, though I am not sure I believe it. After all, now that ye have been marked as Arisen, the dragon ought next appear before ye at the appointed time. So it stands to reason that e'en if a creature of draconic aspect and destructive powers did appear in that village, 'twas no dragon. A mockery of one, perhaps, but not the dragon true. The substance of which ye speak is formed of crystallized droplets of dragon blood. Worm's life crystals can be obtained not only from the true red dragon, but from lower drakes as well. They retain a measure of draconic power, and when used correctly, will bestow upon ye powers that eclipse the will of this world. Then go, but visit me again when ye have spilled draconic blood. Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. I myself learned the art by deciphering ancient texts. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and I shall harness it to your benefit. Then I bid ye farewell, and safe travels. This arisen lies against fate.
By your leave, Arisen.
Any interesting tidings to share?
Is there no way to improve on these mundane tools?
The hours seem to fly when I'm here. I could use a bit of peace and
There's a
quiet.
tavern that stocks new liquor, but they only cater to beastrons. That's where you come in, see? Of course, it isn't as simple as walking into the place. You've got to show you're in the know by lugging a sandbag over to the fence in front of the tavern.
What's all that about? Sounds like a right pain in the arse.
Aye, but you've got to be crafty when you're dealing with this stuff. Use your wits. If the place was discovered, everyone involved will be marched straight off to jail. And don't you go cracking neither. I trust I don't need to tell you what'll happen if the goods wind up anywhere but in my hands.
No need to worry about that. I'm an honest cove, I swear.
I'm in no
Welcome.
hurry to leave.
I've not seen a critter like that before.
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
You there! What are you doing? Escort this guest of ours inside.
Welcome, welcome. In the market for new liquor, are you? You've a taste for it, then I take it. Do be sure not to imbibe too much at once.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
Spending so freely offers a unique sort of joy. Let's keep our noses to the grindstone that we might do it again soon.
No shortage of busy
Interested in my wares?
My talents are lost on these townsfolk.
You there? Have you a home in Batal? If not, well, look no further. As it so happens, I've one to sell. Now, I've noticed you tend to travel with pawns. Bold choice here in Batal, where they're ill-loved. So I thought you might prefer a home of your own to stay at, rather than a crowded inn. Well, what say you? A wise decision, sir. Do be sure to read over the deed. Here you are, dear.
Interested in my wares?
Huh? What in the... Where did you come from? Did Clark send you? Oh no, he did, didn't he? I'm sorry. I'm really, truly very sorry. I haven't slept a wink, I swear it. Well, I suppose I might have fallen asleep once or twice, but 'tisn't as if I've been lazing about. I simply haven't been able to devise any good ideas. I tell you, this arrangement has been an encumbrance on my mind from the very beginning. While I am glad that the old man appreciated my talents enough to commission me, it doesn't change the facts. I can only depict subjects that I've seen with my own two eyes, which makes things rather difficult, given the task at hand. Say, you appear a rather strapping sort. Would you be persuaded to bring me to a griffin? 'Twill be well worth any trouble. Clark shall pay handsomely to see this done, and you'd be doing me a great boon besides. I've heard aught of a griffin's nesting place. I shall await you there. Do keep in mind, however, that you must needs drag the battle out if I am to complete my sketch. Of course, I could look as long as I pleased if you were to petrify the beast. Indeed, a beast frozen in place would be much more easily drawn. 'Tis said that a famed sculptor of Eld used a Medusa's severed head to petrify her subjects afore sketching them. Of course, I wouldn't presume to demand aught so legendary of you, Arisen. I only ask that you aid me in completing my sketch as best as you are able. Then I shall depart at once. Pray, meet me at the foot of the Guerco mountain range, east of the rest town.
Understood. I will await you here, Arisen.
Well met.
To try to enjoy life.
Say, have you seen any statues about? Solid stone ones, carved in the likeness of monsters. Tell is, quite a number of them were found not long ago, just west of the Agamemnon ruins. Here's the curious part, though. The things look damn near real. So real, in fact, that collectors were willing to pay outlandish sums of gold for them. Would that I'd gotten my hands on one. Suppose I'll just have to hope there are more of them out there somewhere.
Welcome and well met. If you seek lodgings in Back Batar, look no further. As a discerning customer like yourself will doubtless appreciate, we offer excellent service at a fair price. Fancy a look at my wares?
This looks
I swear I've not blinked once.
Beg pardon, sir, but you wouldn't happen to be Batali, would you? You're not? Oh, thank goodness. I've a favour to beg, and I dare say I oughtn't ask it of anyone but a fellow Vermundian. This letter must reach the hands of a man called Ernesto. I've heard tell he's stationed on Volcanic Island, but the road in that direction appears to have been blocked off. 'Twould seem another route lies to the south, only 'tis plagued by monsters, and I dare not brave it myself. But you seem the capable sort. A soldier, I dare say. I'm sure such beasts would pose little trouble for one of your skill. Pray aid me in this matter, sir. I should not ask such an ordeal of you if I was not sorely desperate.
They'd have learned from that last lot that we're not to be trifled with.
We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. I shan't let them harm you.
I did my best to match your skill, Master.
Feast your eyes on this!
Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
Those helpful magic last have worn off. It's rather valuable, this.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
Stay with me, Arisen. Wait a moment.
A result to be doubted.
Many thanks. This is for you. Take it with my thanks.
You would gather materials here, Master?
Forgive me for being a burden, Arisen. I see a ladder yonder. We can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
Prepare yourself!
Poison is a nasty affliction. Have my protection.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. Seems we've enemies in our midst. Save us some advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Now then, which way? What are we tarrying for? Onward, I say.
We're unlikely to find any warm hearths down here.
Keep your eyes peeled and beware of dark corners.
By your leave.
Naught feels quite so wasteful as coming upon a fine piece of equipment. Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location. Lucky us. That's worth taking.
Splendid. I'm on my way. Resist if you can.
If you would.
Avoid flame at any cost, Arisen. You have been doused in oil.
That's quite a large boulder, but methinks 'twill budge if we combine our strength.
Shall we set it rolling?
Let my magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements.
To regret this. Thank you. Still in one piece. That's something. Arrows are of little use to us at present, I fear.
You never know. We might find a use for them. I am in awe of your powers of detection. I'm sure my master would be astonished to learn this is here. One can never have too many materials. I'll harvest some now.
Shan't let them harm you.
Outstanding.
Focus. A moment of indecision may spell our doom.
All together now. The attack as one.
I shall lead the charge.
Well, I'm destroyed. Right where it hurts.
Challenge such a foe like strategy. Place at once.
Got a good feeling about this one.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
You're staring, Arisen. Has aught yonder caught your eye?
Slimes! Most unpleasant!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. A well-made thing, that. Perhaps we could make use of it.
Twould be a welcome addition to our armory. This ought to suffice, unless you'd rather mine for more, Master.
Indeed, you are correct. Let me get that. Tis hard to find my footing in this darkness.
This ought to be more than enough glimmer coal to satisfy the smith. Shall we deliver it to Sir Sarah? I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
It seems we already possess what's required of us.
A customer, then. That changes things.
You're back. Have you any glimmer call for me? Look it all. This'll last us a good while. You've my gratitude. Brocker, we've got more glimmer coal. Now we can reignite the forge.
'Tisn't the forge what needs igniting, girl, but your fool ears. I've told you my smithing days ended when those monsters moved in. I've no use for glimmer coal anymore. I'm done, understand? I'll not hear another word about that rusted hunk of steel. If you're so keen to have it repaired, then see to it yourself. Now leave me be. My mattress beckons.
Oh, I was certain he'd pick up his tools again if we only had more glimmer coal. My apologies for putting you to all that trouble, sir, but mayhap your efforts needn't go to waste. I could try my hand at repairing that sword for you, if you'd be agreeable. Way I see it, if old Brocker's the only smith with the skill to see it done, then I'm your best hope, being as I'm his apprentice and all. Well, what say you? I'm grateful for your trust, sir. You'll soon see your faith was well placed. Mayhap not soon as 'twere. I fear I'm a novice in the truest sense. I'll be needing some time. But I'll see it done all the same. You have my word. Mark me. This blade will be shining like a star by the time I'm finished with it.
Sir Sarah might be the dwarf's apprentice, but restoring that sword will be no mean feat. Is she truly up to the task? I'm familiar with that quest from my time beyond the rift, so if you need a guide, just say the word.
A customer, then. That changes things.
Here at last.
Well met, sir. You'll be glad to know that I finally finished my reading of that grimoire we spoke of. Which brings me to a curious point. There's a favor I'd ask of you. What happened to my eye? Oh, never mind the bandage. 'Tis nothing serious. Now, as I was saying, I'd like for you to find the grimoire's second volume for me. 'Twould seem 'tis part of a set, and will only reveal its true power when both tomes are in hand. The copy I possess is but the first, one half of a whole. I've heard tell that its twin can be found in a queer little shop in Vermont. Alas, passing through the border checkpoint is no simple matter for a humble merchant like myself. But you, sir, I dare say you are not of Batal. Then you ought have no trouble passing through the checkpoint. I implore you, find that second volume for me. All I want is to give my family a decent life, the life they deserve. This is my chance to provide for them as I ne'er have.
A queer little shop in Vermont, is it? I wonder which of the shops in Vermont matches that description.
I have no answer to give.
Mother
Mother, quick! Over here!
Beg pardon, sir, but I must ask you to stop aiding my husband. He lost his eye while reading that grimoire. His eye! I can't bear to see him involved with that fell thing anymore. But he refuses to listen to me.
He's been saying not to worry, that he'll make us more money soon. 'Tis as if he's lost his mind how much he repeats it. 'Tis all my fault, Mother. He's only been like this since I said I wished we had an easier life.
No, 'tisn't, dear, and don't you fret. Your father, he'll be back to his old self before you know it. Pray, sir, seek out that grimoire if you must, but do not give it to my husband. I beg of you.
Ought we to give Sir Isaac the grimoire as he requested? It is a quandary indeed.
The solution escapes me.
All I need right here.
A larger audience would mean more rockets.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, 'tis difficult to forget all that occurred at the coronation. To think there would be a technique to puppet us pawns.